Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night. This has been a very long week for the millions suffering in Texas, and tonight 13 million are still boiling their water. The power slowly coming back on, and there are serious questions now about the similar disaster there 10 years ago. The recommendations made back then, were any of them followed? And tonight, that acknowledgement now from the head of the Texas utility saying the Texas power grid was, in his words, just seconds and minutes from a full catastrophic blackout, that this could have been even worse. Though that's hard to imagine given how many have already been without power for days. As we come on tonight, this storm is not done. Much of the east now will get hit yet again tonight into tomorrow. We're going to time it out for you. And the images coming in tonight. This is College Station, Texas, covered in ice, and hard freeze warnings remain in place tonight. Temperatures across the state are still dangerously cold, much of the state in the teens again tomorrow. People lining up at a public park in Houston to fill buckets with water from a hose. Concern over food there tonight, empty shelves and freezers. This is in Dallas. In Galveston this evening, long lines for gas, not only for cars and trucks, but for generators. At this gas station near Fort Worth, the pumps ran dry today. And now the growing calls to investigate after authorities said that power grid was close to full collapse. The state utility had been advised to winterize their grid after that similar emergency a decade ago. What was done? And amid all of this, the outrage tonight after these images went viral, Texas Senator Ted Cruz flying to Cancun with his family on vacation when millions in his home state were without power. How?
Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rechak, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word of truth in sincerity and indeed. Shalaki, it's your brother Kapatazar from the great millstone Chicago branch. Reporting live, all right, on the events going down in Texas. You know, big, terrible Texas been hit with heavy judgment. And it's funny, you can see the the Republican Ted Cruz, man. You know, he's the governor. I believe he's the governor of Texas, and he jumped ship. You know, him and his family, they flew out to Cancun. He didn't give a goddamn about his citizens. You know, he left his people to fend for themselves. And, you know, as you can see from the images they showed, man, all right, the grocery stores are empty. You know, I was just talking to my grandmother. She lives in Texas, close to the Austin area. And she said she couldn't even find a gallon of milk. You know, it's just they snatched up everything in the stores. And, you know, that's those that have power to keep it cold. Well, I guess you don't need the refrigerator now. It's freezing cold out there. But there's a lot of people that are still without power. A lot of pipes have been burst. You know, a lot of people's cars have been destroyed. You know, a lot of water leakage and spillage, things of that nature. All right. There's a scarcity in fresh water, you know, and there's just all type of calamities happening in Texas due to a snowstorm that they're not used to dealing with, you know, and whether Esau has created this storm with his weather machines or whether it's occurred by natural occurrence, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is in control of it all, on the left hand and on the right. And it just goes to show just how delicate America really is. You know, how delicate its infrastructure is. As soon as the grid goes down, all hell breaks loose, man. All right. Now, if these conditions were to continue on for, say, a week, you know, people will begin to flip out on each other. You know, things get real violent, real toxic, really quick. And this is just a test run because soon enough, the days come that all of America is going to be like this. All right. It's not just going to be concentrated in Texas, you know, and things of that nature. All of America is getting ready to go through this. This is going to be a way of life real soon, man. You know, and only the elect are going to make it out of it. OK, so, you know, I believe the weather is supposed to warm back up later this week. It's supposed to get back into the, you know, the 40s and 50s and whatnot, you know, more bearable conditions for the Texans, you know, because they're not used to this shit. And that's why all of this is happening. But a lot of people are getting screwed over. A lot of people, their heat bills are going to be in the tens of thousands, you know, just trying to keep their houses warm, you know, and just trying to survive. You know, they're going to be indebted. So, the government has to remedy that. I mean, it's literally just a mess, man, from fresh water to keeping the heat on, man. A lot of people are getting carbon monoxide poisoning because they're letting the cars run inside their garages to try and stay warm because they don't have any heat. A lot of people are running out of gas. Like you said, it was gas shortages. All right, some people don't have radiators, or slack, not radiators, generators. All right, that those things run off gasoline as well. A lot of people don't have those. And some people have them, but they're not able to get the gasoline to power the generator. So it's just one big mess, man, and it's all judgment from Yahweh Shem Shai, and it's just gonna get worse from here. All right, I'm gonna keep it simple. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9. It start at 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure you the time diligently in itself, and when you see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shall you understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, or when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall you well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." Exactly. The end is manifest, meaning that the end is being revealed. You're going to see more and more natural disasters. You're going to see more and more uproars of the people. You're going to see more and more calamity hitting the planet Earth, especially here in America. All right. What's happening is America's vulnerability is being exposed. Here it is. This is a country, they have all this money for war, all this money for space exploration, all this money for fruitless science experiments. I'm talking billions and trillions of dollars being wasted when they could have put that money towards resources to help out their infrastructure, to strengthen their power grid, to increase readiness in the event of natural disasters. But no, you see, all that shit went out the window, man, because the people that are in charge of America, they're unprofitable. They're all greedy of gain, so therefore they're no good, man. That's why the Lord said in Sirach, the 10th chapter, in due time, he will set up one that is profitable. And who was that? Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. All right. When he has dominion on the planet Earth, then the planet Earth will prosper. But until then, it's going to spiral and spiral into more and more destruction. Okay. Until the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. And until the salvation is at hand. All right. But until then, man, it's just going to get worse. It says, verse 6, "Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. And every one that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." All right. Verse 9 and 10 is the point. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain." And that's what's coming. A lot of death by pain, man.
In Dallas.
All right, a lot of famine, a lot of empty grocery stores, a lot of anarchy and chaos is coming to America. Terrible Texas is literally just the beginning of it. It's the beginning of sorrows. Okay, they're gonna get past this, but guess what? It's gonna get worse. So until the next natural disaster, reporting live, I say shalom.